Hallmark just wrapped up their Merry Thanksgiving week where they gave us 7 new Christmas movies on the Hallmark channel. The 8 p.m. Saturday night movie was A Grand Ole Opry Christmas starring Christopher Palaha and Nikki DeLoach. Okay? Now, there's a lot I could say about Merry Thanksgiving week, but right now we're going to focus on the best movie that premiered. A Grand Ole Opry Christmas is the first 10 I am giving out of the season. 10 out of 10. For those of you who think this movie is going to be like a Biltmore Christmas, it's not. It's its own magic. It's got a love story, but the main story is a father and daughter love story. And then comes the romantic love story. And this movie, Nikki and Christopher manage to make us feel everything, every second of the moment. All right, if you didn't tune in, did you think this was just going to be a regular country music movie where just a lot of random artists are performing and there's no purpose? Me too. But I still gave this a chance, and I encourage Megan to give it a chance. Megan just finished it and she said it was so good and she is crying. As a daddy's girl, I can tell you that this movie brought me to my knees. I was emotional. I felt both the family story and the love story. I felt it all in one. I'm going to say the Hallmark preview did not do it justice. Now, I pray I don't mess up any of the characters' names, but if I do, please forgive me. It's a lot. So here we are. We're at the Opry, and they are about to have, I think it's their, I don't know what anniversary they're going to have. Maybe it's like their 100th or something. And they want Gentry, played by Nikki DeLoach, to come and represent her father, Jet Wade. He was part of the group Winters and Wade. And so she's declining to do it, but she's still gonna tour the Opry with her best friend, Mac, played by Christopher Palaha. The two of them are best friends. We find out Gentry has been divorced for 3 years now. We realize Mac is in the music business as well, and he has been her friend since high school, and it turns out he's been in love with her. He's encouraging Gentry to participate in the Opry anniversary, but she is nervous. She has secretly always been a songwriter, been wanting to follow in her father's footsteps, and she has put it off, delayed it for years and years. Mac encourages her that she has got talent on talent, and baby, we end up seeing what happens. On the tour in the Opry, Gentry sits down on a bench and it teleports her back to 1995. Now, the thing that tripped me up is it teleports her 30 years back. 30 years back is 1995. That is absolutely insane, right? Super insane. Anyway, she teleports back and she gets to see Winters and Wade perform. She gets to see what's happening. She gets to find out why Jet, her dad, stopped songwriting, stopped performing. What was the reason? It's the greatest question everybody has asked. What was the reason that he quit the music business and he quit writing music? When Gentry disappears from 2025 at the Opry, Mac goes looking for her. He too sits on the bench and he gets teleported back in time to 1995. He quickly finds her where she's telling everyone she is from RPM, which is the music label, and she's telling everyone that basically her name is Jenny McCall. Mac's last name is McCall. So the two of them now play husband and wife as she tries to maneuver and get those last moments with her dad and try to figure out why he quit songwriting. Well, it turns out he quit songwriting so that he could be a full-time father. Gentry and his wife were the most important things to him. She soon finds out that family is what split Winters and Wade. Okay? Vaughn, his whole life was the music business. But Jet Wade, he wanted to be there for Gentry, especially when she did her summer writing class, and he knew she was going to win an award for her songwriting, which he was in fact there when she won that summer. We soon find out that Jet passed away when Gentry was 16, and they never got to, she always wanted to finish a Christmas song with her father. And I think it's the same song that she won her award for, but never got a chance to because Jet passes away. So now we see Gentry getting to be able to be close to her father, learn who he was as a man, a musician. She already knew who he was as a father. And when she understands that he gave that all up for her, I don't want to cry, but it was absolutely one of the most beautiful, beautiful family stories I have ever seen. And I equally felt the love story. Gentry, as Jenny McCall, is getting the opportunity through Vaughn to become a songwriter in 1995. She now has to choose, does she stay back in 1995 and pursue the career she's always wanted? Or does she go back to 2025? As she's leaning to stay in 1995, Mac tells Jenny McCall, aka Gentry, that he loves her so much, he will stay with her 30 years behind. He'll give up his family in 2025 just to be with her. It was the love of all time. You could feel the love between them. And something about Nikki DeLoach, when you look in her eyes and you see the passion, I thought that passion was only for death, but that passion is also for the living. And you feel the love story between Gentry and Mac. A love story that was delayed but not denied, baby. It literally brought me to my knees. Well, it's the last night at the Opry. It's the last night that Jet Wade is going to perform with Vaughn Winters, and now he's going to take his last bow. Gentry is there to see her father do his performance, and then she teleports back to 2025 to honor his memory at the Opry. And when she does, Mac is there to cheer her on. And who performs Gentry's song but Brad Paisley? I was wondering what his role was in this. And it's a beautiful Christmas song. So what do we get from this? This was more than just about country music. This was about family. This was about long lost love. This is about love that lasts to eternity, from the grave and beyond. This is about Jet Wade wasn't going to live that much longer. So choosing Gentry, choosing his family was the right thing for him to do. And nobody could deny him that. He was a family man and he loved being a father. Oh my goodness, as a daddy's girl, this movie tugged at my heart. But also the romance of the fact that Mac is willing to give up everything and stay in the past so that Gentry can have this amazing life that she's always wanted. Y'all let that sink in. When Gentry chooses to come back to 2025 and to choose the love that has always been waiting for her and to honor her father's memory while still not giving up on her dreams, I just thought it was so beautiful. The Hallmark previews did not do this movie any justice. I did not know it was going to be something that was going to tug at my soul. They have danced with time travel before. And my favorite time travel movie for them is definitely A Built More Christmas. And then, this has now taken the cake because we have family, we've got love, and you just feel every word. Let me tell you something. Christopher Palaha and I think Niall Matter are two of the underrated Hallmark stars, where they are able to do these transport back into time movies, and they're able to really make you feel it, okay? And literally they have the two best movies in Merry Thanksgiving Week in 2025. Niall Matter with Artem Reeser, they were in We Met in December, and I'll talk about that movie at another time. I really did enjoy it, but I'm just gonna tell you this. If you slept on A Grand Ole Opry Christmas, please go watch it when it's on, again on Hallmark, or if you have Hallmark Plus, and tune into it. This is what Christmas is all about. And I really wish that every movie that Hallmark premiered this past long weekend gave as much love and thought as this movie did. I'm giving this movie the first 10 out of 10 for this Christmas season. And I just think Nikki DeLoach and Christopher Palaha, take a bow. Love you guys. This was spectacular.